Hey friends, welcome to All Around the Farm today. So it's time. Daughter's birthday is right around the corner. Bend & Wrench's Brian's offered to help me work on this car because I don't have a way to drop the cradle out because, well, I don't have a hoist in my shop. I'm not equipped to work on small cars. I'm equipped to work on that stuff. So, got my buddy Jeremy over here today with this fancy little trailer that's just short enough where I think we can scoot that car up on there. Let's hit it. So, all we got to do is push this little tiny 1,300-pound car up on here. Feeling strong?
Yeah. I'm good for at least 600 pounds.
I'm good for 250. All right. Okay, she's in neutral. Now, been sitting here for a minute or two.
Oh yeah. I'm doubting that we're gonna make it.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna push it up there, but let's make sure our tires are right anyway.
Oh yep, see we're a little off.
Oh, looks like we need a tire too. Yeah, these tires are they're a little scarce, but they'll do for now.
Yeah, because once we get it past this, I can lower the trailer back down and she'll roll real easy.
Yeah,
We just gotta get it past this.
Yep.
I've not invested in chains yet. I'm definitely gonna need them soon.
Chains are one of those things I've always got to this like way under here. Good thing we got all this rain. I really needed it. Okay, now if we're gonna hook to this. Looking back, I wish I'd just bought her an 85 Trans Am with a 2.8. I'm starting to hate this car more every day.
You know, it'll be pretty nostalgic when it gets done. You don't see these on the road.
Okay, so I think that's good. Did?
Oh.
But, because that was the other thing, I had to find a cylinder head for it, which this motor had one. But, it just...
Yeah, I was.
We're
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff down and
It ain't even squat the truck one little bit.
no, I say.
Right, but I think having a little bucket, maybe, I don't, but yeah, it's just,
Yeah, that loader would be
well, but I was afraid of turning and, oh yeah. It's been a wet summer.
Yeah, got that. Jeremy.
No problem, bub.
Well, guys, there she is, locked and loaded. I've never seen one tied on like that, but he does it and says it works, so I'm going to run with it. All right, well, next stop is Brian's. We got to get the engine out. Well, guys, we got the car all up there, safe and sound. Now, got to get my engine. Now, come on over here. Let me show you what I did. This kind of a, old school meets not as old school. Old Pontiac blue for a Pontiac engine, going in a Pontiac Fiero. She's all rebuilt, ready to go. I got it on my trusty forker here. Just gonna back my truck up, pull the engine right onto the truck, and we're gonna get this dropped off at Brian's house. Get my chain out here. I can just lift this up, back the truck right under it. That's probably my safest bet. Let's do that. forklift. One of those things everybody should just have. There we go, guys, locked and loaded. Next step is bending wrenches Brian's house, and I'm gonna let him kind of take it from there.
Oh God, what do we got here? What in the hell is this?
Big guy like me, I can't back into a hole that small.
What is this? What is this? Is this
Well, this is the new Iron Duke.
this is for the Fiero?
Yes,
You know, this is
for
a
the
car. I've heard about this car. We're supposed to put a motor in. I agreed upon something I haven't seen yet, guys. So that should be pretty interesting. So why don't you tell me a little about, you know, where did this come from? What is this?
Okay,
here?
well, a subscriber gifted me this engine.
Really?
Yes, I had another engine I was going to put in this car, but he said, "Hey, I've got an engine for your Fiero. Yours if you want it." I said,
That's awesome.
I said, "Yeah,
Hell
I'll take
yeah.
it." He said, "It's all
Thanks,
rebuilt."
Mr. Subscriber. Hope you're watching.
Yes, and all rebuilt. You tell it new water pump. I've been a little bit through this engine, and yes, it definitely has brand new parts in it. So that's perfect. It's everything that I needed. I got most of the fuel injection stuff on. I left the HEI distributor on it because we're going to change that out.
Yeah, we're going. The original car is throttle body, from what I understand. It's 86.
Yes, it's the throttle body. Yes.
86,
84.
correct? 84. Okay.
84.
Okay.
So I got the throttle body intake on. I left the distributor in, so that way you've got some kind of direction as to where to pull this one and put the new one in. We can adjust the timing from there, because you have to set the throttle body injection timing.
You know, us LS guys, we don't, you know.
Let me tell you something. This is the best distributor that's ever been built ever in the history of the world.
Is that them fan
I wish I could leave it on there, but it won't work right with the throttle body. But if the throttle body don't work right, it's all going right back on. I got a carburetor for this thing, and it's going to be fine. But I think it's going to work just fine.
Well, I guess let's unload this thing, man. I mean, then we get to show everybody the special car that it's going into.
Yeah, well, it's not as special as the way I loaded it with my super duper forklift, but
you know, you guys missed out on the live action when our good buddy Jeremy dropped it off. Because boy, oh boy, it was sure fun watching myself and him, you know, try getting in and out of that damn car.
two big dudes trying to get into a tiny little car.
I mean, we wrote it down together. That's what you're supposed to do. Teamwork.
Oh, you got the hot end over there now. Okay, so I'm just glad you made the trip off here. You don't exactly live around the corner from me. We left it was light out, and now it's dark out. So
you do also have an industrial pallet here as well. This thing is
yes, I do.
Pretty stoked.
You can throw that on a bonfire for next year's Halloween party.
Dude, we're just gonna retrofit it to fit one of them.
Or put it all outside. I don't know. I don't want it back. All right. There's a brand new starter on here too.
Did that come with it from
your
with it,
yes.
From your subscribers?
There's a starter still in the car, but there's also this brand new
Look
starter.
at this box. Look at this. Check this vintage stuff out. I mean, dude, what do we got here? No, it's the exact bushing that he had to beat in the back of the tranny.
No shit.
Brand new. Look at that.
Son of a bitch! I wasted $4.83.
Look at that. Is that not exactly?
I don't. What the? Well, hey.
Didn't you just board? This is GM. That's not even Amazonian, dude.
No, I bought this one from eBay, not GM.
How much was it?
$4.82.
I bet you can get $5.83.
I'm gonna put that back on eBay and resell it.
Here's the best part. Not one.
Are you kidding? What's that one? What's that?
A second one. You know, but hey, the starter is new, guys. It is a new starter. Thank you again, Mr. Subscriber, for donating to the cause. His daughter will be sporting this whip around here in the next couple of weeks.
I just wish this car wasn't a battle the whole way through.
Oh, it's definitely a battle by all means. I mean, from finding it at our local junkyard, our good buddy Wayne's, to...
I had to research this part number for like 14 hours.
And the sad part is he had two of them on the whole damn time.
Yeah.
All right, let's get whatever. All right, you got it for the next Fiero. I mean, Wayne does have, what, 4 left?
Just in case.
You might look at a collection. You got a red one, a black one.
Yep. All right, she's coming off the pallet. Does that mean I gotta take the pallet home?
You know, we do have an engine stand here setting for. We, you know.
Dang, I gotta take the pallet home. I had a feeling it wasn't tight on there, but.
right. Slide tail down. There we go.
She drops real easy.
Man, look at that new oil pan even.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's all brand new. Yeah.
You should have put one of the 3.0
Stroker.
stroker.
This was a totally rebuilt engine, and from the parts that I've taken off and put back on for different reasons, it is definitely that.
Now what about this part here?
I rebuilt that myself.
Chocolate.
Didn't realize I had a few extras, but whatever. You win some, you lose some. Ready? All right. Oh. This car is 300 pounds heavier than usual.
Well, you wonder why.
Now, you know what's old school is when you got, how many keys? 2 keys. One for the lock, one for the ignition. So let's pop the hood.
Strangely enough, that key does not open the front though, where the actual trunk is.
What did you do? You already got, oh man, let me get a light. What do you got going on here, JT?
Well, grab your light.
That's,
Did I have a beer? So now that we got everything here safe, it's time for JT to have Coors Light. Even though I'm wearing a Miller Lite shirt, don't worry about that.
what do you got going on here? Explain this. I mean, there's no pistons, right?
No, I was going to do an in-frame rebuild on this until I discovered that the crankshaft is indeed shot.
Man, let me...
My guess is the oil pump stopped
let me see
pumping
that
oil.
here. All right, guys, take a look at this. So we got, whoa, what do you say? Was this one here, JT?
Yeah, number 1 and number 2 are both spun
guys
bearings
can
when I
see
pulled it
that.
apart. So this engine's definitely fried.
I mean, all this...
My guess was the oil pump stopped pumping oil going down the highway, or maybe it ran out of oil. I don't know, but those 2 were spun. These 2 were wore down so far that they might as well have been spun.
This deal. So we got a fresh new motor from
a
subscriber.
Subscribers donated a motor to this car, so
Now we see that one's got a carburetor on, or had a carburetor.
Had a carburetor.
What was that out of, like an old Citation or something?
probably it was going to go into a sand rail, but it'll work fine for this. Everything's the same, bolts the same, casting numbers are close enough. Let's just say.
It's a Fiero motor is what you're saying.
Basically, yeah, it'll be fine. Now an S10 motor won't work in these because they don't have the correct holes in the correct places, but a front wheel drive, like say a 6,000 Pontiac 6,000 motor, Citation
the old
motor.
Ghoulie, man, an
Yeah,
LE.
the 6,000 Ghoulie, yeah.
Perfect.
That would work fine in here, and I don't know what that motor came out of, but it has the right holes, so it'll work in this.
Right on.
I got the car here, I got the motor here. I'm here, but I'm not gonna be here for long. Ryan, this is in your hands.
You know, JT, good friend of mine here, you know, he set me right up. Got this thing half tore apart, did all the fun stuff, and leaves me the puzzle that's incomplete, and I feel like it's missing a piece too, by the way.
It might be. No, you've got extra pieces. There's
I mean-
no pieces missing. There's extra pieces.
You know, he did give me an extra head gasket.
Just in case.
You know, you never know when you're gonna need that. There is a hammer.
That's my favorite hammer.
It is.
I didn't know it was But you've got everything you need. I can remember how it came apart. So if you have a question, like I say, I'll need you to do the lifting
Yeah.
and the dropping and the setting.
So hopefully the plan is drop the cradle out, put a motor in it, stick it back
pull
in.
this motor out, put that motor in. Back up she goes.
How's that go? Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'm picking up and putting down.
And with any luck, in 5 more minutes of this video, I'm going to be driving this car home.
Give it 6.
All right,
Give it 6. All right, we can handle that.
Maybe there'll be a small intermission. All right, she's in your hands, buddy. Next time you need a mud truck painted, you know who to call.
Paying back my debt.
Let's go home, kiddo. Well, friends, look what we got rolling back in here. My little Fiero is back and running. Oh, I can't wait to get that off the trailer. Boy, that car is hard to get in and out of, but that's okay. It's for my daughters, not for me. Well, we got a running car, guys. That is so much better than I had before. So next thing on the list, I got to get rear brakes back on it because the calipers blew apart. You'll see that in Brian's video, or if you saw it in Brian's video. I got to get a radiator in it because the radiator is junk. And then we're going to get some paint on this thing, and it's going to be just a streamlined butterfly. But like I say, I'm just happy this thing runs, guys. Brian was able to do what I was not able to do with it by getting the motor in and out. So now it's up to me to finish the rest of the hard work. Well, guys, backwards didn't work for me, so I pulled it in frontwards here. Now let's jump forward ahead of here. So I already pulled the radiator without anyone's help because it's kind of a, wasn't the easiest job I ever did. It wasn't bad, but if I could have not done it, that'd have been fine too. But whatever, can't change that now. So I got me a new radiator. Now, if you watch Brian's video, right here, where the transmission cooler goes, it's missing something here. So all the antifreeze just run completely out of there. Probably nothing wrong with the core of this radiator, but whatever. New one was not expensive. I got a couple brake calipers for the back because the brake calipers in the rear of this thing went to hell. I got some antifreeze. I'm ready to get a radiator in, get brakes on it, set the timing, and then just kind of let my daughter cruise with this thing a little bit. So, onto the radiator. Now, as long as they got it here, without banging a bunch of holes in it, not the first radiator I've ordered online. And so far, knock on cardboard, I've been lucky. They've all showed up in one piece without holes in them. So, I'm hoping this is a little bit the same. Oh yeah, they got plenty of packing in here. Excellent, I love it. Even looks like it's gonna work. They even sent it with a cap. A lot of times when you buy a new radiator, you don't even get a radiator cap with it. So, hey, that's an even better note. I was gonna say, guys, I don't remember the company, but it must have been them. Found it on eBay. Look at this thing. It's a nice little radiator, and this was only $100. So, yeah, excellent. Crazy not to get it. Okay, now. You rub that lower hose off of there. That and that, and get it on here. Perfect. You know, friends, looking back, I really wish I'd have just bought my daughter like an 84 Trans Am with a 2.8 in it instead of this car. But, you know, daddy's girl needs her. Whatever. She don't always get her way, but this time she sure did. There, well, let me get these couple lines hooked up here, friends, and we'll get back with you when I put some antifreeze in this and we'll let it run for a while. Alrighty, friends, well, I had to cut a little bit out because the little girl wanted to come out and help me work on her car, and I didn't need to share her with all of you. But a little bit of this. So I got my new high-speed racing radiator in the car, and it works okay. I went ahead and set the timing. It seems to be running pretty good. I still got to do the brakes, but I got a lot going on this week, so I'm gonna put that on the back burner, and if you look around here, this shop is filthy. So I'm gonna have her back this out of here, and I'm gonna clean the shop. I still got a little ways to go, but guys, I'm so happy to see this car is finally moving under its own power. A big thanks to Ben & Wrenches Brian. I'm gonna send you a link to his video down below here, and that is going to do it for me today, guys. All right, yep, slam that. Nice.
First time.
Pull this thing on out of here. It ain't running too bad, friends. Hey, and the lights work. I like that. At least she's got front brakes, so hopefully she won't back over me. Yep, go stick it next to your truck there. What a fun little hot rod for her to drive. Well guys, we're cruising. Little car's running all right. We had to make a few changes. New brake lines from front to back, then the brake line that goes over the back. Another alternator. Got a water pump ordered. She's dribbling out the weep hole, but you know, I expect these kind of problems from a car that's been sitting for a long time. But we're hauling the mail. So that's gonna do it for this episode. From now on, me and little girl are gonna work on getting this thing painted up, but I think we're gonna do that on our own time. But don't worry, you'll see the finished product. Well, thanks for watching today, everybody. We'll see you next time.
You stupid moron! God, I'm such an idiot. What was I thinking, Paul?